Alright, if you grew up in Australia, the chances are you've probably heard of this weird kids TV show called Around the Twist. It had pretty much everything from ghosts to a magic fish and a talking toilet. Now, if you're not from Australia and you don't know what I'm talking about, essentially it was just this cult classic in the 90s of a family who lived in a lighthouse, and pretty much every episode was absolutely batshit crazy, and each episode just kept getting weirder and weirder. So today I'm doing a bit of a moto vlog, and me and a couple of mates are going to ride out there and we're going to climb up the lighthouse and go inside it. So if you're curious to see what it looks like inside or at the top, stick around. And even the ride out there through the Great Ocean Road to Aireys Inlet is pretty amazing. So we're going to get ready and we're going to cruise on out there. So just a bit of a quick heads up, while I was riding out to the lighthouse I had a heap of bloody issues with my wireless mic, and so all the raw audio that captured through the camera pretty much sounds like I'm riding through a cyclone. So instead of trying to make you guys listen to that mess, I thought I'd do a voiceover and I'll hit you guys up with a couple of facts about the lighthouse and the actual show itself. I've got a whole $2.78. And if you don't care so much about the ride through lawn out to Aireys Inlet and you want to see what the lighthouse looks like and what it looks like at the top, check out the chapters below. Around the Twist originally aired between 1990 and 2001 with 4 seasons in total, but obviously there's a huge gap through those 11 years, and that was just because they took some pretty big gaps in between each season. So the story follows the Twist family with Dad, whose name's Tony, and all his kids, which are Pete, Linda, Bronson, and later a baby Ariel. They basically live in this haunted lighthouse where just strange and supernatural things always happen to them. Now, because the seasons spanned over like the 11 years and they wanted to keep the kids looking young, after the second season and going into the third season, they actually swapped out all 3 of the kids. There was pretty much no mention about it, but yeah, it was the same characters, just different kids in the same weird lighthouse. Each episode was pretty much just a standalone weird story. Even though it was set out this way, the characters did develop a little bit over the seasons. Before I keep going with the facts, if you like this video, let me know in the comments below, and make sure you subscribe to keep up to date when I post new videos. Around the Twist was pretty much famous for being way weirder and darker than most kids' TV shows at the time, and like I mentioned at the start of the video, it had everything from ghosts, magical fish, the haunted toilets, curses, and pretty much everything in between. Not only was Around the Twist a cult classic in Australia, but it was a bit of a hit overseas too, especially in the UK. And the theme song for Around the Twist was actually pretty catchy, so if you watched it as a kid or you know of the show, you probably know how catchy the song is, but due to copyright reasons I can't really play it over the top of the footage. But if you're interested, you can definitely check it out on YouTube. Growing up watching this as a kid, I thought all the episodes were pretty normal, but after doing a bit of research, it unlocked some core memories about how wild this TV series actually was. One of the main ones was one of the boys, Bronson, getting pregnant by a magical fish. Now, I don't know what the writers were on when they were making these episodes, but I highly doubt that any of these episodes would be aired today. So even though I'll call it the Around the Twist Lighthouse, its actual name is Split Point Lighthouse, and it's located in Aireys Inlet, Victoria, which is about 120 k's southwest of Melbourne along the Great Ocean Road. The lighthouse was originally built in 1891 to help guide ships through the Bass Strait coastline, and it stands at about 34 metres tall. It's painted white with a red cap on top, so it makes it super distinctive and easy to spot from the Great Ocean Road. And like we're doing today, you can actually head up the lighthouse and see the view from the very top. So the lighthouse is still operational, but now it's automatic, so there's no lighthouse keepers or anything. And unfortunately, like you'll see in this video, you can't actually get all the way to the top where the light is. And as you'll see when we're pulling up to the lighthouse, it's actually a pretty popular tourist destination. The car park was absolutely packed, and the cafe that we ride past was packed as well. How you doing?
Hello, I'm going really well. What about you guys?
Good, good.
So one adult. Alright, that's ready to go.
Yeah, this is my family.
Okay.
Do you get many through a day? Or?
We can, you know, we can have 200 or 300 through on a day. I don't think we're going to do that today.
Yeah.
Which I'm not. It might pick up later on, but it's been relatively slow this morning for a beautiful day.
Yeah.
How many steps is it to the top?
136 stairs. But there are 4 landings.
Yep.
So yeah, you guys will be fine. But
I don't know.
you can. There's lots of information to read on the landings, which is a good opportunity to pretend that you're reading the information when in fact you're having a rest. 1891. Right behind me is one of the original lighthouse keepers' houses, and next door to it is the other one.
Yep.
So you can see them really clearly from up the top. And the cafe that you would have ridden past, that was the original stables where they kept their horses.
Yeah, right.
And this is actually where they filmed around the twist. Yep,
yeah, so Nell, the older lady, the sort of neighbour, she lived in this house.
Yep.
The family's house was actually a set. It was back in Melbourne.
Yep.
You'll also, when you look at the video of Round the Twist, it looks like there's 2 entrances to the lighthouse.
Yeah.
They did a sort of a fake one around the side of the lighthouse as well. So there was this one, and the fake one around the side. Yeah. And the famous dunny was down near where that closest lookout is.
And the dunny isn't there, is it?
No, the dunny was just a set.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, actually we could do with the dunny because people are always asking where's the closest toilet.
Yeah.
The cafe, or there's a couple down the bottom of the hill, but it's a fair walk.
Yeah. Cool.
All right.
Perfect. Thank you.
Enjoy. The view up there is just incredible.
Perfect day for it as well.
It is.
Perfect.
I'll hang out at the back.
Thank you.
You go first,
Oh, I'll go. Oh, I wouldn't say fit, but... Alright.
37 seconds.
We're showing we're a quarter of the way already. I don't know if you guys want to read. Slow death by stairs. Oh, right.
Testing rocket rescue apparatus. Oh, ain't fit for that.
1894. Halfway in.
It's actually not too bad. Tripping.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you doing?
Oh, yeah, good.
Don't worry, you've got no more steps to go. So
Oh, I'm still got to go down.
you're good to go out, go round to the right.
Yep.
Just watch your head and your feet. Watch your cat.
Perfect, thank you.
Always enjoy.
Round to the right.
That's alright. Good.
And there you have it, guys. The Around the Twist Lighthouse. What do you reckon? Was it as good as you thought it would be, or a bit disappointing? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.
Thank you.
That's okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.